Hello, it is Renee, and I'm here with a very late Halloween tutorial. So we're just gonna hop right into it. I've already primed my eyes and filled in my eyebrows. I'm taking a fuchsia color on a fluffy brush and blending that out first because that is going to be my transition color. I used 3 different brushes just to make sure I got it really blown out before I added the next color, which is a dark purple, and I'm taking that on a small fluffy brush just to keep it focused in my inner and outer third of my eye. I am going to end up blowing that out a lot, but for right now I want the color contained just so I can figure out how far I want to take it. And then once I get the amount of pigment that I want, I go in with a fluffy brush and then I start fading it towards the middle of my crease area. So it kind of creates a graduated C. It's really blown out in the inner and outer corner, and then it fades as it gets to the middle of my crease. After I figure that out, I'm going to take yet another purple. This one is a kind of cooler tone compared to the other 2 colors. And I filled in the majority of my mobile lid with that area. After that, I was going to add a black eyeshadow in my outer corner, but then I looked at it and I didn't like it. So I went ahead and just covered my whole mobile lid with the cool toned purple color. And throughout this process, I'm also going back and forth between brushes to make sure the other 2 colors that I added didn't get lost. Once I'm happy with that, I'm taking a shimmery purple on a flat brush. It's like a flat shader brush. Initially, I was going to use the brush to put it on my lid, but it wasn't giving me the same pigmentation, so I just went ahead and used my finger to apply it on my mobile lid. And I filled in my entire mobile lid with that, just patting it on with my ring finger. Then I wanted a bright pop of color, so I went in with a green eyeshadow that I thought would be shiny enough. It wasn't, but I still repeated it just because I had it on one eye already. So I did the same technique using my ring finger to apply it kind of in a triangle on the middle of my eye, and eventually I got a decent amount of payoff, but I still wanted a little bit more, so I applied some glitter primer and then I went in with a cosmetic glitter. It is a lime green kind of color. It's very neon. And after I did that, I went ahead and did the foundation for my face. I did it in the same method that I used in the other video that I will link to this, but it's basically the same process because I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to be adding color and freckles and writing on my face, so I just primed my face the exact same way. I'm going to do my under eyes first, and to finish my eyes off, I'm just repeating the same colors that I did. I went in with the fuchsia first on my bottom lid and I blew that way out, and then I kept the dark purple closer to my lash line. And I used a short dense brush to kind of pack that and smudge that to blend it in so it almost looks kind of grungy. And after I made sure the colors blended together nicely, I went ahead and brought that green down onto the bottom lid as well. It's almost kind of like how clowns draw those like little diamonds on their eyes. It's in that way, sort of. But the glitter also kind of looks like tears. Wasn't intended, but I kind of like it. Now on to the word spooky. I primed my face the exact same way that I did when I wrote the spoopy version. I'm going to go in with a purple eyeshadow first. This one is a bit too dark, so then I went in with a lighter eyeshadow. And I like to use these kind of as like a way to tone my face, because it's kind of like the canvas. So I do that when I'm going to be writing words on my face. Once I was happy with that, I used my NYX jumbo pencil to write the word spooky on my face. It was backwards the first time, and I realized that when I was almost done with the word. That's why I use the jumbo pencil to write these things first. That way I can correct them easily. I don't know why I erased the O's though, because those were fine. But here I am writing the word spooky, and I forgot how to write the K, and then I did it, and then I completely forgot how to write a Y backwards. Don't know why that happened, but here I'm figuring it out. That you can do this. You got this. And then even after I wrote it correctly, I had to check, and then that's me with a sigh of relief before I did it. And once I finally got that, I used a black gel liner to fill in the letters. I did them kind of squiggly, that way it would look spooky. Probably doesn't actually look spooky. I don't know why. It reminded me of like really old school ghosts. That's why I did it. So there. You can write these letters any way you prefer, honestly. But I just went over that jumbo eye pencil with a black gel liner, and then to fix any letters, like the points of letters, I used a liquid eyeliner, a black liquid liner. To highlight the letters, I have a like neon yellow water activated liner, and I just picked a side to highlight. You want to make sure that when you're adding highlights, they have to look like the light is consistently hitting all the letters in the same way, if you know what I mean. So I tried to make sure I highlighted all the letters on the, looking at it, it looks like the left side. So like if the light was shining in from the left side of my face, then this would look right. I hope that y'all can understand what I'm saying. I know I'm horrible at explaining this, but I really hope that you can get this. I don't even know if you're actually going to do this look. If you do, I want to see it though. And while I had the liner out, I went ahead and added some dots, because those add a lot of texture. And lately I've also been enjoying using bright dots as my highlight in my inner corner. It's very nice. I added some liquid liner. I didn't do a wing though. This was a dramatic enough, so no wing. And I also went ahead and lined my waterline as well. I used a black eye pencil, and then I went in to start adding two little details, which were some little bats, and I used the black liquid liner for that. I just added some little spoopy bats everywhere, and I also added some little ghosts, just some very simple little, the ones that look like Pac-Man, the ones that are shaped like Pac-Man ghosts. Yeah. And altogether I added white, green, and black dots all over my face. So every time I had that color out, I would just go ahead and add the dots. I filled in the little ghosties with 2 layers of a white liquid liner. Not white liquid liner, a white water activated liner. Lord have mercy. I did 2 layers because the first layer mixed a little bit with the eyeshadow beneath it, but that was fine. It was an easy fix. And I also added some white dots to my inner corner to act as another layer of inner corner highlight. While those little ghosties were drying, I went ahead and did some highlighter with a green duochrome shadow. Highlighted my brow bone, my nose, and my philtrum. Those 2 little lines above your cupid's bow area. And once the ghosties were dry, I used a liquid liner to add 2 little eyeballs. I was gonna do some little mouths on them too, but I was like, nah, that's too much. I added some eyelashes off camera. All products are listed below. Can't remember if I said that already. And I didn't have a purple tinted lipstick or anything, so I just used 2 different purple eyeshadows, a lighter one and a darker one, and I patted those over my concealed lips, and I used a purple tinted gloss over that, and the look is finished. I would wear this somewhere. I mean, there's not a lot that I would not wear in public, but I would wear this. I really liked how this eye look came out, and I really love those eyelashes, so I'm gonna have to use them again. I hope you all enjoyed this very late tutorial, and I hope that you will stick around for the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.